Hello, 7th grade. It was good to see and got shadows today. Weird shadows. Good to see and hear most of you yesterday. Try and fix that. That's a little bit better. In the Zoom meeting. Today I want to do a quick run through of one Punnett Square, and I want to give you some to practice, some of your own Punnett Squares to do. All right, so here we go. All right, so here's a Punnett Square, and we are going to look at the trait of being wrinkled, and that's for the pea pod itself. All right, if it's going to be wrinkled, that's a physical trait we're going to look at, whether it's wrinkled or not. All right, so smooth is dominant. So lowercase s is going to be wrinkled. Right. So smooth is dominant and wrinkled is recessive. So we're going to do capital S for dominant and lowercase s for wrinkled. So possible alleles. Remember, an allele is a gene combination. One way we could have SS. And if a pea plant had a genotype, type of genes, their allele genotype was SS, it would be, let's see, this is going to be, I should have put smooth up here, dominant, smooth. And this is recessive, means it's going to be wrinkled. So SS is going to be smooth. Capital S lowercase s is going to be smooth because it has one dominant gene. It will mask this one. The only way you can get wrinkled is if you had lowercase s, or recessive. This is the genotype, this is the phenotype. Remember, genotype is the type of gene, the phenotype is physically how it looks. And it looks that way. Right. Now, two words you can also use, there's homozygous and heterozygous. Homozygous means the genotype, it has the same, or SS. That's what homozygous means. It's the same letter. Dominant, recessive. The other word from our vocabulary that you can use is purebred. There's only this here. There's only that, purebred. This would be a hybrid. Okay, or heterozygous, capital S, lowercase s. All right, so let's cross two plants. Make a P generation. Or this is our parent generation. Our P generation. And let's do S, and S. All right, so our genotype is here. It's homozygous and it's smooth. Homozygous, same. And since they're both dominant, it's smooth. This plant over here is heterozygous, because there's a big one and a little one, heterozygous. And it is heterozygous and it is also smooth, because it has the dominant trait. So it'll also be smooth. Whenever that dominant trait is there, it will dominate and you will see that one and not the recessive one. So let's run our square. S. How did we get that? Genetic information from mom, genetic information from dad. SS here. Genetic information from mom, genetic information from dad. SS here, genetic information from mom and from dad, and genetic information from there. One from mom, one from dad. So let's break down our probabilities. Probabilities. What's the probabilities of being smooth? Well, smooth, 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 smooth. So it is 4 out of 4. So SS smooth is 100%. Why? Because there are 2 of them that are SS and 2 that are a hybrid or heterozygous, but they're both going to be smooth. And we have 0 blocks that are SS. So there's a 0% chance you're going to have a wrinkled pod if you cross these 2 plants. Okay. What I have, what you see in also in this lesson for today is some practice ones. So let me go through, and I have a PDF here with some practice. It's 2 pages. We're only worried about page 1 through 6. And there's an example up here. Complete the following monohybrid. That's what this is called, monohybrid, meaning it's only on or off. There's only yellow or green, wrinkled or smooth, purple or white. Draw a Punnett square, list the ratios, and describe the offspring. Be sure to remember capital letter is dominant. So here is one that was done. A green pea plant, GG, is crossed with a green pea plant, GG. So we don't know what the G stand for, but we can still cross them. Okay, so GG is crossed with GG. And they ran the square. Now the genotype breakdown, there is 2 GGs, 2 heterozygous GGs, and no lowercase. All right? Oh, I guess it's green. Green is what it is. 4 green pea plants. Yep, it's going to be green, 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 green. And there's going to be no other colors. Okay? So what I want you to do is complete these other 6. Run these squares. So how can you do that? One way, old school paper and pencil. Make the squares and run the squares. A green pea plant, GG, so capital G, lowercase g, is crossed with a yellow pea plant, GG. It does not matter where you put them. If you wanted to put the lowercase g's up here and the heterozygous over here, it doesn't matter. You can put them either way. So what I'd like for you to do is do these somehow. Copy the problem and do it on paper and pencil. If you have the ability to print it out and do it that way. If you just want to remake a digital copy of this, like make this, retype it, and make a box in a document or a slide, you could do that. But then get that to me somehow, meaning if you make a paper and pencil copy of it, then take a picture of it. It's easy if you use the Drive app on a phone. Hit Drive, take a picture of it, and it'll go right into your Drive. If you do a little plus here, put that plus sign, and then you can use your camera. And what you take a picture of, yes, you can access my camera. What you take a picture of will go into the Drive. Okay. You can, if you made your own document out of it, that obviously would go into your Drive, and you could attach that. You could use the camera on your computer, and then upload that into the Drive, and you can do that just like we did for the videos. If you took a picture with your camera on your computer, you could hit New, File, Upload, choose that picture, and it will go into your Drive. Then you could attach that into your classroom. So a couple different ways to do that. And let me know if you have any trouble, and I will put there's also, remember, help on our website under genetics. There's the words here, and here is some notes that deal all about this stuff. Oh, and it's really huge now. This one is a breakdown of just tall plants, but you can see homozygous, TT, homozygous, little t, heterozygous, and showing you how to set up a square. Okay. All right. So let's have some fun with genetics. All right. This will all be in your classroom.